Welcome to your piano lesson. If you're here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of the channel. I'm leaving the link in the description below. If you like the content of my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm aiming to publish 2 weekly tutorials. Now let's dive into the lesson. Today I want to carry on with the chords. Instead of going on with the chord progressions using simply the first, the fourth, the fifth and the sixth, obviously changing the order as you understood if you watched the previous tutorials, today I want to talk about a new entry. I want to talk about the possibility of using the second, the chord on the second, that is a minor chord. But doesn't mean that I am not going to publish anymore week by week the tutorials where I show how to play using those 4 chords. I keep repeating the first, fourth, fifth and sixth and changing constantly the order, and I even explain that you can generate 24 combinations by changing the position and the order of these chords. But today I want to talk about these new chord progressions using the second, especially for those that have understood properly everything, that are not interested in watching lesson by lesson the chord progression, the different ones, the ones using the fourth. Obviously for now I suggest you, if you have never done it before, to use the second instead of the fourth. And I want to explain in practice why. Let's imagine that we are in C major, yeah? So the chord on the second of C major obviously would be the D minor, because you see this is the scale. We are using just the white keys of C. And obviously on the second of C is D minor. But why do I suggest you to consider the second instead of the fourth? Even though you can use both in the same identical progressions, as soon as you will be a little bit more confident. But for now, instead of the F, use the D. If we remove the D, we have F and A. If we add the C, we make F major. If I take the C and I add the D, I'm generating D minor. For many, the F major can be considered like the second part of D minor seventh. And that's why they can be easily exchanged. That's all I wanted to let you understand today. And now let's build up the first progression using the second. I will simply follow the order today, and following the order of the chords as they appear in the C major scale, they will be C, D minor, we skip F, we go to the G and to the A. But if you have understood which one is the principle that I'm applying, I never suggest you to use them in this way, jumping from one to another one and using only the root position. I have suggested you that with me you are learning to connect the chords, always saving the note that is in common. You pin it, you hold it down and you move the remaining notes. Sometime 2, sometime 1. And I want to show you also in a much more practical way, writing down everything. So this is the same paper that I'm using to build up the chord progressions that have been used until now. Now, on the back, I do the same. I want to divide. It will be filled in anyways every single time I show a new one, because I want to anyways push you to find your own way to do what I'm suggesting and sharing with all of you. So, what I mean is this. We use the first. Remember that we are using the Roman numbers, yeah? Then, instead of the fourth, here you see the first time I've used the fourth. Is it exactly here? Instead of the fourth, we are using the second now. Then we use the fifth, and we use the sixth. As I have suggested you in the previous one, by using these 4 chords, also in this case you can generate 24 more combinations, but obviously now not using the fourth but using the second. 6 times the first here, and by simply then confirming twice the second and inverting the other 2, then twice confirming the fifth and inverting the remaining 2, second and sixth. And then here, the last 2 confirming the sixth at the second place, and then moving around the remaining 2. Then here having the second, and then here having the fifth at the start, and here having the sixth. And you can generate 24 combinations. Because I've told you that if you have no inspiration, no idea, by simply applying a very rational principle, you can anyways start building up your own chord progressions that can be used either to start composing your own songs, or for your accompaniment, for the songs you like, for your improvisation, for all you like. and it will be useful for the understanding of the classical music or the music that you study, from pop to rock to jazz. Obviously this is the start of an eventual jazz journey. And let's indeed now play these progression that I've mentioned: first, second, fifth, sixth, respecting the principle of saving, holding down the notes that we have in common and moving the remaining ones. So I start anyways from C, we are anyways in C major, and I start from C in root position. The position that I suggest on the left side is exactly this one, to make it easy if you have no idea at all. Second finger on the C, thumb on the D, little finger on the G, and the fourth on the A. Look what will happen. So we do C. Then, since between C and D there is not even one note in common, we apply the contrary motion. The bass goes up, the right goes down. And this is D minor in second inversion. D minor in root position, first inversion, second inversion, here we are. A, D, F is exactly what I had here. Now, I have to go to the G. Since in G major I have the D, I pin the G, I hold it down, and I move up the remaining two, A and F, in this way. And then, since I have to go to the A minor, and G and A have nothing in common, the bass goes up and the right hand goes down. Here we are, I play it again. Now I want to start from the C major in first inversion, and I do. Let's analyze. I went down because obviously they have nothing in common, the bass goes up and I reach the closest position. Then I pin the D to go to the G and I move up F and A in this way. And then A, G and A have nothing in common and they go down. Once again. From the second inversion on the right side. Let's analyze. From the C major in second inversion, I went to the closest position down. Because the bass went up, the right hand notes have to go down. Then I pin the D, I move to the G major in this way. And then down the right hand notes because the bass is going up and G and A have nothing in common. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Try to do the same I'm suggesting in every single video. Try to look for the songs using these chords in this order: first, second, fifth, sixth, and try to see if you can find many passages in the songs you like and you know that are using exactly the same identical ones. Also, let me know which one is the voicing or inversion on the right side that you like the most, if the one started from a root position, first inversion or second inversion. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. All the best.